Alright guys, so for this problem, we are going to find the derivative of y is equal to sine times the natural log of 4x to the 6th power. So the first thing I'm looking at is I'm clearly looking at a chain rule problem because I have a couple functions inside of each other. So my outside function I can call f, and then I have an inside function, but I don't have just one inside function, I actually have two inside functions. So I have a g, and then we can call this function h. So I have f of g of h, because you don't just have the natural log of x, you have the natural log of 4x to the 6th. So we have three functions in total. So if we're looking at a normal chain rule problem with two functions, you have f, the derivative of f of g of x is equal to your f of g of x times the derivative of your g of x. But since we're working with two functions here, instead we have f of g of h of x. This is going to be equal to the derivative of f of g of h of x times the derivative of g of h of x times the derivative of h of x. So let's first look at these functions as individual functions without the inside function. So if we're taking our f, this is equal to sine x, the derivative of sine x is equal to cosine x. And then if we have our g is equal to the natural log of x, the derivative of this is equal to 1 over x. And then now our h is equal to 4x to the 6th. So the derivative of this is 24x to the 5th. So now let's put all these functions inside of each other. So our outside function is my y prime is, the outside function is cosine, and I don't have x on the inside, I have the natural log of 4x to the 6th times 1 over 4x to the 6th, because that's what my inside function is, I'm keeping my inside function there. I'm replacing x with 4x to the 6th times my h of x, which is 24x to the 5th. So then I end up with my y prime is equal to cosine times the natural log of 4x to the 6th times 24x to the 5th over 4x to the 6th. This part of the problem can actually be simplified a little bit because I have 24 divided by 4. So if you divide 24 by 4, you get 6. And then when I have these two exponents divided by each other, so we can use an exponential rule. So if we have x to the n divided by x to the n, this is equal to x to the n minus m, which is equal to x to the 5 minus 6, which is equal to x to the negative first power. And then by the rule of exponents, if you have a negative in the numerator, you're going to put that in the denominator, so this is going to be equal to 1 over x. So then your whole problem becomes, I'm going to take this on to the next page. Your whole problem here becomes y prime is equal to 6 times cosine natural log of 4x to the 6th, and this is all going to be over x. And then looking at your answer key, it looks like that is answer D.